how's it going, everybody? This is Eric from Team TLS, and I'm here with my buddy Dominic, bringing you guys a Flower CARDIAN deck profile. So you want to get right into it?
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, so of course a triple blossom with Curdy. So that one's just reveal if it's a CARDIAN on the top of your deck, you special summon it.
So that's like a theme with most of the CARDIANs, right? They'll like reveal themselves and then for certain effects. Right.
Yeah. Triple Pine, it's my #1 play starter. It's the only normal summon in the deck. It's also got a pretty good effect for when it is destroyed or leaves the field because of your opponent. That's also a Flower Gathering target, which I'll get to in a minute.
Alright.
Triple Willow, probably the best card in this deck. You always want to get it out and activate its effect to shuffle one back into the deck and draw one. And that doesn't have to be a Flower CARDIAN, so that's really good.
Oh, really? Oh,
yep.
Nice.
Flower CARDIAN Valonia. I like to always end my board with this because it's got a really good effect that if your opponent doesn't read it, then you can just end the battle phase and draw a card.
So it's like one of those things where you kind of have to like not be tempted.
Yeah. You have to hope that they don't read it. Of course, we also run 2 Zebra Grass. This one, I don't use the effect too much, but when I do, it's pretty helpful. Shuffle in as many CARDIANs as your hand as you want into your deck, and then draw that same amount.
It's like Cosmo Town and all those things. They're like hand resets.
Yeah. And then I also run Triple Willow, Willow with Calligrapher, which you have to tribute Willow to special summon it, and when it's special summoned, if the top card's a CARDIAN, special summon it. If not, it goes to grave, like all the other cards. This is also pretty helpful. It helps me get more field presence and all that.
Yeah.
The only drawback is that it's only summoned because of the only way to summon it is using Willow, which I feel like I get out a lot. It's also it's pretty good. And then the other tuner is Peony with Butterfly. That one, the top card's a CARDIAN. I can look at the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck, order them in any way you want, put them in top or bottom, and that's really helpful.
And which tuner would you say you use the most?
This one just because it's easier to get out, because the other one you need Willow. Like you.
And a lot of people, those of you who are freaking out, like, how is he going to synchro with like a level 12? From what I understand, there's like some effects that like change their levels.
Yeah, all the tuners have the same effect. That when you use it as a tuner, all the other monsters' levels become 2.
Oh,
they
really?
have a level.
Oh, that's crazy.
And then the other 2 ofs, 2 boards. That one pops non-target, pops a monster. So I would like him at 2.
So whenever it's special summon itself?
Yeah, whenever it's special summon. This one is a tribute to special summon, unlike some of the other ones that are free special summons.
Yeah.
Along with 2 deer as well. That one pops spell or traps, which is really good. And now into the spell and traps, or I guess just spells in this case. Triple Reincarnation, that's really good because when you have any CARDIANs in your graveyard, activate it, add one to your hand, special summon one, ignoring its summoning conditions.
So this is like your extender.
Yeah, it's a really good extender. But also when it's milled, because of a CARDIAN, which happens a lot, you can excavate the top, or not excavate, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, put them in any order you want, and take a spell or trap. So that's also really helpful, especially when you're looking for soul
So
traps.
is that only when it's milled?
Yes, that's only when it's milled. And then of course, triple Flower Gathering. As long as you have a Flower Gathering in your hand, and also any of the tuners, it doesn't matter what, then you pretty much have one of your synchro monsters right away. So it's pretty great.
Any synchro monster, or is it?
Pretty much. I mean, yeah, your options are pretty good when you have those 2 cards in your hand. Triple Flower Stacking, of course. You really manipulate the game when you activate Flower Stacking. Like, if say your opponent has one set spell or trap and 1 monster that you don't say face down, you can pretty much just get deer, boar, and let's see the reveal. Him. So pretty much you can top deck these 3. So long as you have something else that can just get you into their first card. You reveal. Of course, it's going to be this card. Special summon. Tribute. Special summon effect. Which the next card is going to be here.
It's like a Sylvan-esque thing where it's like you rearrange your deck the way you want it.
Yeah. So, yeah, effect. It's going to be a CARDIAN because you ordered it that way. Then effect. Pop a monster. And then tribute him to special summon effect. This one you kind of got to get lucky, but Flower Stacking is still a really good pretty much play starter. Then I run 1 Super Koi Koi. I do run Ixus in this deck, so Super Koi Koi is very helpful to get rid of that and unclog your link zone because this is link ready in most ways. I would think about putting another Super Koi Koi in here if I go into Ixus a lot, but you don't go into Ixies too much.
This is more of a synchro. This is a synchro deck.
Yeah, but the first effect is also really good. It also works in tandem with flower stacking. So just flower stacking, super quick away, special summon 3. All their effects are negated, but they're still really, really good.
Used for material.
Yeah. Then we also have the triple allure. Unclogged hands. And
The whole deck's dark, right?
yeah, the entire deck is dark. Unclogged hands and not unclogs it, but
just
gets rid of
drop
monsters.
power.
Yeah,
Just drop power.
Yeah. And then another drop power is advanced draw. You'll find yourself on the field having like lots of level 8er.
So it's like there, it's there.
Yeah.
It doesn't really break
It's
too
actually
much.
it doesn't brick too much for some reason.
Have you ever bricked with it? Or?
Never actually. I don't remember keeping it in my hand like the end of a turn. Of course, the one Rhoda, because for some reason they're all
these
warriors. The cards are warriors.
Scroll things, warriors.
Yeah, they're warriors. One desynchro. So desynchro is really fun in this deck.
I've seen him play this a lot. It's really annoying.
Yeah, I used to run 2, but this can be bricky sometimes, but most of the times it's not. I find myself milling it a lot of the time, but yeah. So you synchro, get when your big monsters out, activate desynchro, and just let all their effects go off again. Especially with Willow, it's like so many more draws. Finally, yeah, the one soul charge because Link.
If you're playing synchro, you're playing soul charge.
Yeah. Link, it's really good in Link format because special summoning from the grave, they go back to regular spots.
Just kill your own things, just bring them back.
Yeah, and taking the life points doesn't really affect you that much when you get like such a really good board, such as
the synchro monsters in this deck. Like, they're pretty formidable. They're nothing to scoff at.
Yeah. The triple flower Cardian light shower. He's probably the best synchro in this deck.
This is the blanket protection, right?
Mm-hmm. So, while this card's on the field, no Cardians can be targeted or destroyed by card effects.
Fuck off, masterpiece.
Yeah, and also after your opponent draws, they take 15k, so that's really good. But then you have to skip your next draw phase or negate his effect, which honestly isn't that big of a deal. As long as you have flower stacking.
This deck has so much draw power anyways.
As long as you have flower stacking in your graveyard, you're pretty much good because you can banish it and then add 1 to your hand.
Yeah, the draw power in this deck is insane.
It's also a 3k beater, so it's pretty hard for them to get over it. There's only like 3 ways you can get over a light shower, which is banishing, bouncing, and
Kaiju, I guess. But
Kaiju.
A lot of times there's going to be the extra deck monsters, though, so you're not going to be able to Kaiju it anyways.
Yeah, as long as I have a full board behind it. But yeah. So triple light shower, double borderfly. I get him out when I can. I just get him out. As long as I have desynchro in my hand, I get him out, use his effect, and then desynchro, and then try to go into light shower, something better than him, because he's not the best to just keep on the board.
What does he do?
So as long as he's on the field, you banish 1, and then until your opponent's end phase, they can't activate effects in the graveyard or special summon from the graveyard.
So it's like a pseudo Abyss Dweller.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And
So it's like a situational thing.
yeah, but I don't know. I always like to get it out and activate the effect just in case, because you never know. And finally, for all the Cardians, Flower Cardian Light Flare. It's a 5k beater, which is probably the best part. But also, it can negate a spell or trap once per turn. Also, when it's destroyed or just sent off the field in general, so it's immune to bouncing. I can special summon another Cardian, such as Light Shower or Boar. I normally go into Light Shower if I can, but if not, I just have to go into Boar. But honestly, it's not.
Can you go into another?
No, you cannot. You can only special summon another Flower Cardian from your extra deck that isn't Light Flare.
Would you run 3 if you or
If
would
I
you
could,
run 3?
yes, I definitely
Or do you
would.
not have the extra deck space for it?
I would honestly. I'd make the space. Now for Ixies, probably my favorite just because there's so much burn in this deck, and mostly just because of light shower. Super Dreadnought, which
I think everybody knows this card.
it just burns for 2k and also is a 3k beater, so it's pretty much an Ixies version of this minus all the defense and minus all the other effect.
How many level 10s do you run in this deck?
2, but as long as you have, say, Flower Cardian with Curtain and Flower Cardian with the Deer in hand, along with a stacking. As long as you have those 3 in your hand, it's pretty easy to get this guy out. You reveal, and then since you probably stacked another Deer, just get 2 of them out, overlay for this, and then that's where super.
His
Quick
level
comes in
becomes
handy.
10?
Or his level. No, you tribute him.
Yeah.
Special summon
Oh, you
effect,
tribute
yeah.
him for him, and
Yeah.
then oh yeah, I see.
Since you already used Flower Stacking, you're probably gonna give yourself the other deer. So yeah, he's super good to go into. And again, like I said earlier, all the Ixies, I like to get rid of using Super Kokoi's effect.
So they're not clogging up your field.
Yeah, so they're not clogging up the field, so I can still get my synchros out. I also run the one Dyson Sphere. I haven't been able to go into it that much, but I like to, along with Tachyon and also Zombie Steam. That's it for my rank 8s. These are all pretty new to
Dyson
the
a
deck.
rank 9? Yeah, he's a rank 9.
Oh yeah, whoopsies. Yeah, Dyson's a rank 9.
If you can make rank 9s, have you thought about playing a VFD?
No, I have not. I haven't looked into it. I just got Dyson. I didn't realize I can go into 9s. Pretty sure. Actually, I'm gonna check. But if not, I have more extra space. Extra deck space. So of course, Big Eye. You use Boar to get him. So same thing as Deer. But you don't do that unless your opponent has monsters, of course. My favorite rank 3, Super Quantal, Gramples. Yeah, Gramples. I just like it because of ulti. You don't really need to pop Speller Traps that much because you have Deer, which is much faster than him.
You have negates in this anyways.
Yeah. So yeah, Gramples. I also have Levier because you banish some cards.
Things off of like a lure.
Yeah. I mean,
I still don't get why this can steal any banish level 4.
yeah, it's pretty good though. I also like to just take out Pine because I feel like I banish Pine a lot in this deck. So you special summon Pine and get your other free special summons.
Oh yeah.
And finally, one Zen mains for the defense. And that's it.
That's it?
Yeah, profile.
Alright, thanks. You want to say something before we sign off?
Nah, I just want to down.
Shut the fuck. That's it. You're not on the channel anymore.